Hi everyone. Ahead of vestry, I thought that we'd send out a little bit of a little video to explain some of the changes that will be happening regarding the daycare downstairs. We thought we'd send this out in advance so that you could have some warning and we weren't crowding around a small space trying to explain the changes that are going to take place. So just some background. If you want to read the priest's report in the vestry, I go into some detail about this, but just some explanation about the process of where we've come to and where we've come to and where we've been with our relationship with the daycare. Back during the pandemic, when we began our new lease with Adriana and Carolina and Stars for Life Daycare, they came in at a time, the world was upside down, and they were beginning a business, and we're very grateful for everything that they did in coming to rent our space. It has been a fruitful relationship and one that we are very excited to continue into the future. So back at the beginning of their lease, they got approval for 25 child daycare spaces. And in their contract, we asked them to explore expanding their capacity for up to 40 children. Now, during this time, since they began their lease and now, they have spent considerable time and effort and costs to explore that expansion for us. Now, one of the biggest things that was a stumbling block in the district's allowing of the additional spaces was actually getting a second fire exit, which we are not able to get downstairs. So that means a couple of changes are going to happen upstairs, and I will show you where they are. It may be misleading because I'm in the church right now, but it's going to be out in the hallway here. But just before I explain what that physically is going to look like, we want to explain that this project, they've had approval for 37 children with the proposed renovations that they are doing. This is coming at a cost to them of $130,000, which is a significant outlay of resources for them. The good news from the church's perspective is this project isn't costing us a penny. The way that Carolina and Adriana wrote to the wardens and trustees of the parish here, asking for financial support, and the way that we have come up with financial support for them is to do two things. Firstly, we are going to enter into a new 10-year lease with them, which gives them the length of time required for them to offset the cost over a period of time. And secondly, we're giving them grace between paying the new rate that they would pay for us based on the 37 childcare spaces and what they are currently paying right now. So this project, again, it doesn't cost St. Christopher a penny, and we will be expanding our rental fees by approximately $2,000 a month, which is a very significant amount of money. As you can see, if you want to check through the budget line, that accounts for quite a proportion of our income, and will safeguard the future of the church significantly. We are going to give them the grace period of between now and March 1st, 2024, before beginning the new spaces. It will take them some time for the renovations to take place. They will need to come upstairs while the work is being carried out, which should be through June and July. Once they have done the renovations, they need to wait for approval before they can start expanding their expanding the numbers of children that they have. But the good news is that their business is functioning really well. I'm personally very impressed with how they run things, how the teachers talk to the children, and this is all really good work that St. Christopher is involved in using our space, both to receive rental income, but also to provide child daycare spaces, which of course are such a valuable commodity in the world today. We're excited to be able to expand that, and as I say, the long shot of this is that our 10-year contract with them will be worth an extra $2,000 They share the utility costs with us under the current arrangement, which will continue, and our annual increases will remain at 2.5% on what they pay. So excellent news for the church. There is a little bit of construction that needs to take place. So I'm going to walk through that now. And before I do, I just want to say I acknowledge any time that we look and address a changing space in our beloved building. I know that can be tough for us, but I'm going to explain how that's going to work now. So I'm stood in front of the staircase which leads down to the daycare. So this, if you've not opened these doors before, there is a staircase here which allows access to the daycare space. This will become their fire exit, and what that means is, by fire safety standards, we need to ensure that this area here, which is the coat rack and our bookcases and notice board, this area needs to become a self-contained fire corridor for the daycare children to use in the event of a fire. So what that means is that this space needs to change a little. I'm going to first walk over to how this impacts this space here. So the first thing, and this is the most complicated of anything in their project. What the proposal from the contractor to do at the minute is we will have fire doors here, which means that they are permanently open, but in the case of a fire, they will close to create this corridor in here. Now, the way that the contractor has proposed to do this is by having two leaf doors fully open at all times. The first one will sit here and will swing open here. So this door will be permanently open, and we've asked that the doors remain in keeping with the current church architecture, which means we've asked them to match these doors here, which is the front door, the doors to the sanctuary, and the fire exit here. So one door will open like this, and then a second door will remain permanently open that will swing all the way around and rest against this wall. So what that means is we will have to condense our bookcases from the two and a half that we have probably into one. And things like switches and fire bells and things like that will get moved as part of this. That's all planned out and prepared. The second space that needs to change is this here. So we will have a wall again with double fire doors here. Now they are going to essentially line up and match with the existing doors that we have here. So we will have one permanently open, probably against this wall, and then the other one permanently open around here. So what that means is that you will see a wall here, but the doors will permanently be open. So what we've been trying to work with the contractors and the daycare through this is we still want this space to be really accessible and open. We know that changes unfortunately have to take place in here, but this is the best solution that we have come up with. The reason that we have to have a second fire door upstairs is because unfortunately there is not room for one downstairs. The space downstairs is the foundational structural walls, which are the beautiful brick that we see outside. We can't go through those. So this is the alternative version, which has taken a lot of time and a lot of effort. So those are the changes. I want to say a great big thank you, particularly to Adriana and Carolina, for investing in our property, in our church. This does upgrade our fire security in the church building itself, and again, the congregation has to pay $0 for this to happen. So we're really grateful, particularly for the relationship. These things can be tricky, and along the way they have been nothing but supportive and speak so highly of the church. Same to the committees that have worked with this. Firstly, we set up a daycare renovation committee as part of parish council around sort of May, June time last year, and then the wardens and trustees have been working with Adriana and Carolina through the negotiation period. And so thank you to everyone. I know that that's a lot of work that we have all done together. We've done it in faith. We've done it out of with care and love for each other, to support our community and to further our ministry and our life here in this community. Adriana and Carolina have supported our Sunday worship at times through the year, and they have been they've offered to help with the children's school that we proposed to set up, and hopefully we will set up in the future as well. Just so that you understand how the process of how we've got to this point is, and what the process is. The wardens and the trustees of the parish make the decisions on behalf of the parish, and we're at the stage now where this proposal, this new 10-year lease, has gone before the two diocesan committees that need to sign off on this. So at the Properties and Finance Committee at the diocese, and then what will happen in the middle of March is it's gone from my head. The name is Diocesan Council, who will hopefully approve the project going forward. And then once that is the case, once we've got through the period of Easter, that is when we've said that we can begin the process of renovation. There's a lot of work that will happen downstairs in terms of separating out the space, making new classrooms to separate age groups, and then the work upstairs will happen. They've told us that the work is going to happen after that, so there will be a bit of disruption during the summer. Hopefully it will all be worth it for all of you. If you have any questions or concerns, please do reach out ahead of vestry. I will look through any response that you have and try and address that at vestry. The reason that we're putting this video out ahead of time is hopefully so that you can visualize the space a little bit better without us having to get everybody out of the hall into this space to explain that. I am happy to do that again with anybody that would wish to. If you feel like you don't quite understand what this is going to look like or how it's going to feel, let me know, and we can do another walkthrough at another time. But hopefully doing things this way with the video ahead of time, we can condense the time that we need to spend at vestry talking about this. So I thank you for your prayer and your support for this project, and let us all look forward to the growth and development of this relationship, and also the security of St. Christopher for our future. Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye.